Okay, here you can see that the set calibration has been a bit off. This one has lifted because it was not close enough. And as the print continues, this one lifted even further, which caused it to then be hit by the printer head. And, let's see if I can get it all into view. SpaghettiOs. Okay, so it's not actually pressing it to the surface very well, so I'm gonna turn it down a little more. Okay, so some of that is the actual print, which kind of sucks with what I just did. I'm just gonna, come on, go past so I can snip this. There we go. Okay, that's okay. This is just a test print to make sure I have the shape correct. Okay. And this is a medium fine print, so it's like the middle quality. And I think I have the calibration better than last time. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Here, maybe. So it's like, you can see that they're, compared to the brim, I'm not very friendly with the focus today. The brim seems thinner, is probably the best way to describe it, because it is rounder. And I'm just gonna gently pull at this from the brim. See, it comes loose very easily. I'm really just pulling with a nail. And this sort of indicates that it's probably not calibrated very well, which is why I turned it down. Of course, this is not the best print to show this, but I am hoping you get the idea. And clearly the set calibration was not good enough. See how it starts lifting? This, of course, because the top layer retracts, which pulls it up. But it also means that this is likely gonna completely disconnect from the printing surface. I'm gonna let it run till it falls off, because I don't critically need this print to be complete. I just need it to be the correct shape. Yeah, but you can see it's like over half of the print is loose, and you can see how it moves up and down slightly when the print head passes over to put on a new layer. This print is supposed to be 10 millimeters tall when it's finished, so you can see I have some work on getting my set calibration correct there. Of course, it is all of these lines have curved bottoms, which of course makes the adhesion layer a lot smaller. Okay, as predicted, print fell off, and it gives me the opportunity to also show you this. So when the rest of the print fell off, of course it kept printing, and as there was nothing to grab the filament, nothing for the filament to adhere to, it became stuck around the nozzle. So I have this pretty big block of just filament that was attached to the nozzle. You can see the bottom of it here is a little more squiggly, and then as more filament was added, it became more solid. Now, of course, this print is not, it doesn't have a very large footprint, but so the amount of filament that would be added for each layer is perhaps minimal, but still this total print should be 5 grams, and well, this little thing is very light, and if you see here I'll just move that one a little bit. Okay. So if you see here these streaks going out, this is from when I grabbed onto some of the edges here to release it from the nozzle. If I had not done that, this blob would have been attached to the underside of the nozzle, which there have been examples, and I've had it once myself, where the amount of filament around the nozzle becomes so great that it just starts filling up everything, and as the edges harden, the filament can't really be pushed anywhere, which could mean it comes out of some of the connective parts inside of the nozzle. It goes out between the nozzle and the blue sock, and it's not pretty. Okay, so the filament is clinging to the build plate pretty well during the rim. That's a good sign, hopefully. Now I am seeing some curling here. It's not optimal. I am slightly concerned that this will let go of the build plate. But I am going to give it the chance. If you look at the edges, let me see if I can get it to there. You can see it's a bit like a bit of a sharp edge, and this is, as I said, not attached. I should probably cut that off. I'm just waiting for the... Oh, go away. Just gonna cut that off so we don't get that attached to anything else. This time I haven't turned the threaded rod to get it down, but I did just do a z-calibration, which is why I'm hoping for good luck. Okay, it is already lifting. As I said, I was hoping, but perhaps I should simply make those areas a little more flat, and then perhaps turn it. So I did a quick fix to make it not leave the build plate. I see plenty of tape. But actually, it would appear my print has actually let go. Perhaps there is a section in the middle branch here that hasn't, but otherwise it is all floaty. Well, only half a disaster. I mean, like, half of the items are usable, maybe that one as well. Alright, so I kind of had to give up on my no rafts policy because the ends here kept lifting, and as you can see, now with the raft, everything's staying down. So, well, I have to accept sometimes that is the solution. And I should perhaps share, this is why I figured, okay, I'll try a raft. Everything had gone SpaghettiOs, and then I came back to this. And if you notice, this is a very nice indentation showing that this was stuck around the nozzle. So that's never a good thing.